Why are allies quietly rallying around Greenland? Greenland rarely appears at the center of global politics. But recently, something unusual happened in its capital, Nuuk. Canada and France opened new diplomatic missions there. Officially, it was described as a show of solidarity. In reality, it was a strategic signal. Greenland occupies one of the most sensitive positions in the Arctic. As ice melts and access improves, the region is becoming increasingly important for global shipping, military surveillance, and future resource competition. For decades, Greenland remained on the geopolitical sidelines. That era is ending. Rising competition among major powers has placed new pressure on the Arctic. Russia has expanded its military footprint across the north. China has declared itself a near-Arctic state and invested heavily in polar research and infrastructure. But the most immediate tension has come from within the Western alliance itself. Renewed American interest in Greenland's strategic value reopened old debates about influence, access, and control. Statements from Washington raised concerns in Copenhagen and Nuuk about how decisions over Greenland's future might be made. For Greenland, these concerns are, deeply personal. The island enjoys broad autonomy, but it still remains part of the Danish realm. Any shift in influence affects not just security, but also political identity and self-determination. This is where Canada and France enter the picture. By opening consulates in Nuuk, both countries made a deliberate choice to establish a permanent diplomatic presence. This was not symbolic tourism. It was a calculated move. Canada, as an Arctic nation, has a direct stake in regional stability. France, as a major European power, signaled that Arctic security is no longer a niche issue reserved for northern states alone. Together, these moves reinforce a central message: Greenland is not isolated, and its future will not be shaped by one power acting alone. The presence of multiple allies changes the balance. It widens Greenland's diplomatic options. It reduces pressure to align too closely with any single partner. It also sends signals beyond Greenland. To Washington, it underscores that Arctic influence is shared and coordinated. To Moscow and Beijing, it demonstrates that Western engagement in the Arctic is expanding, not retreating. For Greenland itself, the message is carefully calibrated. Support does not have to mean dominance. Engagement does not require control. As global competition continues to move north, Greenland has become a quiet focal point. Not because it seeks attention, but because its geography makes it, honestly, unavoidable. The Arctic is no longer a distant frontier. It is becoming a central arena of global strategy. And Greenland now stands at the intersection of that shift.